Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so this is going to be me redoing the SENKAIMON video. We're going to be going over the new changes, the positives, the negatives, but let me go over the mode first, and then I'll give my thoughts and feedback. So we are going to be getting 27 stages in total. As you can see, we have 3 stages here. Right here, this is stage 1. You end up using 3 characters in total, which ends up being 3 stages, 3 more stages, and then 3 more stages, and so on and so forth all the way through. You can only use certain affiliations. So right here, Quincy's or Stern Raiders. This one is Captain and Squad Zero, and then this one is just Soul Reapers. And I want to say Captains, but it could just be Soul Reapers. No, it's just Soul Reapers. My bad. And I think the rewards are quite good. You get 25 orbs and 10 orbs, and then you can get more of these little coins, the actual coins, per stage. 15 times 3, 10 times 3, and then 5 times 3. I'm re-recording the video, but I ended up getting 810 of these coins in one SENKAIMON Go, which I was able to get 3 Chads. I got 3 Mind Chads so I could 5-5 him. And then another thing is you don't have to use the SENKAIMON crystals to max them out. You just use regular crystals, and you can just buy any of the SENKAIMON characters, which is pretty nice. And then I will say, if your old medals would be right here. I don't know if we'll be able to get more of these medals, but the old SENKAIMON towers should be coming back within the few months. Apparently it'll be cycling in and out. I don't know what this affiliation 2 is. I don't know if the SENKAIMON flips every other month or so. That's kind of my guess, but I could be wrong. I don't know when this opens up. I assume in 29 days it'll flip, but we'll have to wait and find out till then. But yeah, so for this, I will say I think the missions are quite easy overall. It's a bit difficult if you don't have the exact character, obviously, but that's like any SENKAIMON. When it first dropped, it was super difficult. As you can see here, mission 3, actually let's start with mission 1. You have to clear with 120 seconds or less, clear with 70% or more stamina, or clear with limited accessories, which means 2 accessories, limit of 2 accessories. Limited just means any accessories. Let me just show you what I used. I ended up using Masaki, 2 accessories. And then full links for the first mission, and then mission 2 you're down to 1 accessory, and then you have to select an additional rule. It'll be like a little option here which says like set rule, and then I just click normal attack damage. She's an SP unit, it doesn't really matter, but I believe your debuffs stack, so enemies can get more stamina, they do more damage, or I think that's actually all it is. They just either do more damage or they get more stamina. But if it's your rule, I don't believe it's. Never mind, it stacks. I'm stupid. It does stack. So all the rules do actually stack. So I got normal attack damage and strong attack damage times 2 for mission set 3. You also cannot clear with any accessories. You need 80% or more stamina, and you have to clear within 60 seconds or less, and then that is how you get the bonus 10 orbs. You have to clear all 3 missions, and that's how you get the bonus orbs. So overall, it's kind of easy, but obviously I have a pretty good box. I have a lot of characters. All of my characters are worked on, so it's going to entice you to go out of your comfort zone and max out other characters, where in a collection game I think that is a positive for the game. Some people might not like it. You might not like a certain character that you have to use, but I had to use Dordoni and Edrad in the old SENKAIMON, so who's really at a bigger loss for words here? Okay, I took more damage. Okay, this one, as you can see, I believe this one is no links, which is brutal. No links is so much worse than no accessories. No accessories, I didn't even notice the fall off, but not using recharge on a character with gauge, like like Toshiro or 7th Anniversary Uryu, you really feel it. But this one you can only use Captain affiliation or Squad Zero affiliation, and it just gets tougher and tougher where you get 0 legs. It's quite rough. And then once you clear all of it, you get the simultaneous orbs, and then the tokens as well. So yeah, I mean, it's a bit difficult. For newer players, it's definitely going to be a struggle bus. You can't just auto your way through the content as well if you're a veteran. Maybe you can if you have full 5-head characters. I kind of doubt it, but Who knows? I assume in a year or two time, we will be able to auto it just like old SENKAIMON, but people have been getting a little lazy with it and just autoing it like I have. So having to actually play it is kind of like, oh, what is this? Having to actually play the game mode? That's disgusting. But I played it. It took me about an hour to set up the entire team and go through it, and honestly, it felt kind of fun. Before, it was super boring. It was very slow. It took me minimum like an hour and a half to 2 hours, and that was with pre-saved characters. Like 75 stages, and you got like crystals every single time. It was just kind of just disappointing. Also, you do get achievements, which is kind of cool. It's for the new ones. The newest clear a total of 81 SENKAIMON missions. So there's that. Just a few. I don't know how many more there are, but we got a few. Just wanted to mention that. So yeah, overall, more orbs, even though it's only a little bit. Less fluff, so it doesn't take as long. It's more fun, to be honest. I kind of prefer this, but obviously that's probably me just having a built box. And then being able to get the Chads and not having to buy the SENKAIMON crystals, mainly for newer players, because that is a huge grind, having to actually spend it on crystals, which is stupidly stupid. So yeah, that is the main bonuses. I will have a few negatives. Negatives is obviously, it's kind of like a 50-50, a double-edged sword. You can't just auto through it, so if you are short on time, you can't just auto through it and just get done in like, you know, just casually while you're watching Netflix or something on the side. Another thing is it's very veteran heavy or new character heavy. As you can see, all the characters I cleared with are all fairly recent, pretty much 7th anniversary or above. So if you don't have a lot of characters, you're kind of screwed. You're going to have to summon a lot. But yet again, that's every SENKAIMON. You're going to have to just have a more built out box, which I think is fine. Another thing is, if you end up 5-5ing like the Aizens, because some people do end up using them in Guild Quest for certain metas if you have a strong enough character, or the Chads, which are like the main links, and then I guess Zangetsu for Brave Battles, some people I see use them. The Ichigo and Tatsukas are quite useless. They should have added a new SENKAIMON character, so that way you can at least, one, get a little bit more orbs, 75 a month, and on top of that, just something else to max out. Like, we don't have full stamina and full stamina and normal attack damage links. We don't have full stamina damage, and we could have gotten the full stamina damage, and then when you're at full stamina, you get 20% more strong attack damage as a link. That would have been crazy. Or NAD and recharge. Those would have been some exceptional links, because you could have just done like School Orihime or School Rukia or Keigo, I believe his name, with the brown hair, Ichigo's friend, something like that, you know, just to make the inventory a little bit better, or the character selection a little bit better. And for people who already have the other character or the other links already 5-5, then they have something to work towards, you know, because once I get my 5-5 Chads, which will take me like 2, maybe 3 months, I'm not going to buy the Aizens, because I don't have 5-5 characters that really need this guy in Guild Quest. So I'm just going to let my things stack up, and because they should have added like tickets, because I'm not buying these. These are a scam. They should have added 6-star tickets or something, honestly, because like this was nice, you know, just getting a ticket. Maybe you'll get something new, probably not, you'll probably get shafted, but at least it's something. You get a little gambling addiction going, and you're on your way. Yeah, that's just one little gripe for me. But I think that is pretty much about it. So you get 490 orbs. I think I already mentioned that. You get 800 medals. 810 exactly is how much I got. It only takes 27 stages, so it's way faster. And yeah, can't wait till the other old SENKAIMON comes back, and then we get even more orbs on top of that, hopefully. But yeah, I think that's going to be about it. I did end up 5-5ing my Chad, by the way. If you guys are curious, that's what I ended up buying. I ended up 5-5ing my Mine Chad. Got him about 2-star SP. That's good enough for me. I got speed and power both 5-5. So next, I will probably 5-5 Heart and then work on my tech, because it's only 1-5. 2-5ing him, I don't think would have been that big of a difference. So yeah, that is going to be it for the video. Let me know if I missed anything. Hopefully I didn't, but obviously it's a lot of information. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Take care, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the new mode. Peace out.